shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. Rhythmic gymnastics, first place. That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love.
이거 마이크 안 들리나? 마이크 테스트. 마이크 테스트. 왜 마이크는 작게 들리고 게임 소리는 졸라 크게 들리지? 어디요? 전체면 좀 줄여야 돼. 좀 괜찮은가요?
That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. Fairy tales, courtly romances, and art books. At least one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee, although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans. Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking. Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here.
Excuse me, please.
Hello there. Chipworth, wasn't it?
Master Graham. May I say, sir is looking even more fabulous than usual today.
Why, thank you.
Has Master Graham lost weight?
Maybe. Does Master Graham look like he's lost weight?
Oh, yes, sir. And it would appear sir has gained some height as well. Bravo.
Tell me, Chipworth, who was that woman just now?
But that was sir's wife, Madame Songbird.
Yes, of course. My wife.
Is sir quite feeling himself?
It's fine. I've just been having a difficult few days.
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here then, is it not, sir?
지금까지 스토리가 납치당한 이 아저씨 동네 아이를 구하러 미래도시 자립하는데 미래도시 자립할 때 미래도시 그런 거 있잖아. 그 아이디 칩 이거 아이디 칩 해킹해가지고 지금 요 그람이라는 집을 지금 왔습니다. 아이디 칩 해킹 납치범의 동족으로 보이는 애의 시체에서 아이디 칩 해킹해가지고 지금 온 거예요. 그람에 대해서 좀 조사하고 있죠.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you do the laundry, Chipworth?
The laundry basket is in the bedroom, sir. I wouldn't want to disturb the mentor.
Seems sensible. Tell me about that woman.
A woman? Can...
Humor me. For instance,
Madame Songbird. Clearly, sir is not feeling quite himself today. Sir might recall he even forgot dear old Chipworth's name earlier.
who?
Me, sir.
So, what do you do, Chipworth?
Whatever sir desires.
Can you juggle?
Sadly, sir, one's capabilities are...
Shame.
We are what we are, sir.
At least as far as anyone else needs to know. Chipworth, tell me everything you know about me.
Request respectfully declined, sir.
But aren't you my butler droid?
Yes, sir. I have been sir's butler for a very long time.
Then why can't you tell me?
Standing orders, sir.
Whose orders?
You... nice try, sir. Almost had me.
Graham had made sure his droid wouldn't talk. I had to do my own investigating. This mentor, what will he ask me about?
The Ministry of Well-Being is always concerned, sir, with...
Well-being?
That's right, sir. A citizen's health and happiness, their relationships and social life, all of the utmost importance to... He might also inquire if sir needs any support in the...
Why exactly was I selected?
I believe sir's 2-week-long work, poll, and social hiatus may have... Just be yourself, sir, and you will be fine.
Of course, because I am Graham Grundy. Goodbye, Chipworth.
Have a very special day, sir.
Keep a smile on your face. The pictures were all of Graham's wife. They were photochemical prints, taken using an old-style film camera. The retro technology had managed to blend songbirds seamlessly into the fake backgrounds. The photography was impressive, but the subject didn't look happy. The pictures in the apartment told a sad story, a blissful romance that had soured with time. Keep a smile on your face. I was hit by the acrid smell of chemicals. A sword? The blade was cracked. A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. The logo on the uniform was quite distinct. Looked like these photos were taken by the city walls. You can tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste. Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around. How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them. A printer? It was rare to see one of those. I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into. When I came to Union City 10 years ago, this was very much the case. These days, I wasn't so sure. Giant scorpions in the sewers, real or fake? Unlikely. The tentacle monsters would have eaten them years ago. I wondered if Graham self-medicated. The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside. I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city. I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city. A cavalcade of cryptids. Someone believed in monster stories.
아 근데 점점점도 있는 거면 퀘스트 얘네들 필요하다는 거. 우와,
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations. It has been noted that your height has increased. Adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know. Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the top
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
집에다 뭐 개조를 했는데
Do you have any advice for me?
A single can of Spankles contains more than your Look for the clown. Drink Spankles. Keep a smile on your face.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
What devices do I have installed?
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the perlicue of your right hand.
이게
It is functioning correctly.
아이디가 손에
Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please return them to your nearest medical waste facility. You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port in the third cervical vertebrae. This hardware predates the Minos system and cannot be accessed at this terminal.
That's probably for the best.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
That's all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered and will arrive at your home shortly. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had made some headway, but I still needed to know about Graham's work and social standing.
사회적 지위를 구별을 못해.
After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like.
참 어이가 없네. 그리고 이제 미래에 막 그거 할라 하잖아요. 손등에다가 뭐 아이디 칩을 삽입하자 뭐 그런 식으로.
Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
다리 아파.
Hello, Chipworth.
Hello, Master Graham.
Is this interview just going to be a...
Correct. The
And what happens if Sir answers the questions incorrectly?
incorrectly, sir. Get them wrong.
Perhaps I hit my head on something.
Ha! Very droll, sir.
I didn't have long. I needed to learn about Graham Grundy, and fast. Have a super day, Chipworth.
Serving you, sir.
아이씨, 다 알아봤다고. 아니, 뭔가 이 홀로그램 자체에서 이게
Excuse me, please.
shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine.
일단 힌트를 좀 얻어볼까? 그의 침실과 화장실에 단서가 있을지도 몰라. 그래, 침실과 화장실에 단서 다 조사했다고. 근데 이거 좀 뭔가 정보가 모자랄 것 같아. 뭔가 힌트를 내놓아라. 해킹 도구를 열어도 아무것도 없네. 나가. 나가. 뭔가 또 찾았다. 그것도 아니고. 아니 이게 아니야. 어려운데?
Excuse me, please.
힌트. 그라함이 찍은 사진을 찾아야 돼. 그 다음에 아무 터미널이라 붙잡고 도시에 관해 좀 알아보는 게 좋을 것
Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive. Fairy tales, courtly romances, and art books. Anti-Hobart propaganda. Some things never change. The calendar showed today as a holiday. Aspiration Day.
Aspiration Day. 열망의 날이 뭔지 알아? 도시에 대해서 알아보는
The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I wondered what exactly Graham's role was.
우리 편의부는 보이지 않는 보다 시민의 뒷바라지라고 난방, 냉방, 샤워, 설거지, 청소, 수리, 전력, 내기. 보이지 않는 집사로서 활동한다. 보이지 않는 데서 일한다는 거네. 디로이드가 여러 가지 국적에 맞는 편안함을 전달하며 거주층과는 상관이 없다. 교도소는 레벨이 높다면 더 높은 수준의 편안함을 누릴 수 있다. 한마디로 신분제라는 거네. 열망, 소비와 관련된 요소. 요람에서 무덤까지 안전하게 지켜주는 안전호. 폭력, 살인, 일상 다반사죠. 갭 주민은 뭘 할 수 있다. 방식 분투하도록 도와준다. 열망부? 아까 여기 소비부, 그다음 여기는 복지부. 아까 복지부에서 왔다지 않았나? 여기 병도. 복지부에서 이렇게 왔다. 아니다 가지 말고. 금이 하나 떨어졌고. 아니. 홀로그램 장치. 정말 별거 없구만. 나가. 화장실 위에 가서 변기 위에 걸렸지. 그건 아마.
The droids who stare at goats. A classic.
거리가 안 돼서 안 맞을 수도 있구나.
Among the drawings were photographs, land trains, and the city walls.
거리가 안 돼.
So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? I knew quite a bit about Graham's work and health, but I figured I could learn more if I found his kudos records.
쿠도스 레코드. 이거까지 확인을 해야 이제 다시 여기 와서 진짜 개 복잡하게 돼 있네 이거. 게임이 그렇죠. 쿠도스 레코드는 요거에 들어가 있을 거 아니야. 골점에 따라서 큐도스 점수가 2점 떨어졌고 레벨이 1 하락했고. 레벨이 1 하락한 걸 기억해야 돼. 혹시 또 이거 또 문제로 나올 수도 있어. 오케이. 문제로 나올 것 같은데. 이거 큰일 났다 이거.
It seemed everybody in Union City had a kudos level. I still didn't have a clue about Graham's. Perhaps I'd find more on his personal terminal. I needed to find out more information if I wanted to avoid getting caught out. Something told me the fire was not authentic. A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough. If I was going to convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham. I couldn't keep them waiting any longer. From that point on, I had to be Graham Grundy, cleaning supervisor.
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here
Alonso?
monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Mentor Alonso, what would you like to know?
Ah, well, straight to the point. I like that. As I was explaining to your dear wife earlier, there have been some issues with your activity records of late.
Issues? What do you mean?
Mr. Grundy, a word to the wise. This will be much smoother if you leave the questions to me. Now, whilst your records load, remind me, in which ministry are you employed? Do go on, Mr. Grundy. Cat got your tongue? Cat got your tongue?
Well-being.
Oh, darling, don't joke with the mentor.
Now, Mr. Grundy, let's be serious now. Here we go. Graham Grundy, 42, cleaning supervisor with the Ministry of Comfort. Cleaning supervisors require Class C exertive activity certification. I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A+ now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work, barring any other issues. Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
B.
Yes, well, you'll be back up there in no time. Well, that is all I need to check off. But I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you all the extra support and guidance that you need.
Mentor?
When someone goes off-grid, there's usually some underlying trouble. And as a mentor, I like to think of myself as a bit of a troubleshooter.
Of course. I appreciate the concern.
So, let's get to the bottom of all this confusion. Dig a bit deeper, eh?
Deeper? Yes, right. By all means, Mentor.
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
You mean the sewers?
Interesting. Your file says land, trains, and extra-city commerce.
Oh, can't get anything but...
아유 이거 다시 해야 돼. 뭔가 잘못됐어. 뭔가 잘못했어. 저거 초록색 질문은 대답 잘못하면 안 돼.
I knew about Graham's health, but I still needed to find out about his work and social standing. Perhaps I'd find more on his personal terminal. I needed to find out more information if I wanted to avoid getting caught out. A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had gathered quite a bit of information about his health and social situation, but I still needed to know exactly what he did for a living. The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. I wondered what exactly Graham's role was.
어디까지 알아내고 나가진 걸로 된 거지? 아이, 이게 다시 뭐라고 하는 거야?
So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough.
Excuse me, please.
Anti-Hobart propaganda. Some things never change. I wondered if Graham self-medicated. When I came to Union City 10 years ago, this was very much the case. These days, I wasn't so sure. Giant scorpions in the sewers, real or fake? Unlikely. The tentacle monsters would have eaten them years ago. A cavalcade. If I was going to convince the men, I couldn't keep them waiting any longer. From that,
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here
Alonso?
monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
시작하자.
So,
Mentor Alonso.
well, as I was explaining,
Issues?
Mr. Grundy, now, whilst your records load, remind me in which ministry?
Comfort. I'm a cleaning supervisor.
Yes, of course. Here we go. Graham, cleaning supervisors require I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A+ now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work. Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
B.
Yes, well, but I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you...
Mentor?
And as a mentor.
Of course.
So, let's get to the...
Deeper?
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
The land train facility. It's a fine place to work.
I'm sure it is. Department of Land Trains and Extra-City Commerce. Wonderful.
Oh, yes. Couldn't be happier.
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. Grundy. But there we come to the crux of the matter. Your absence. 15 days is a long time. This is, of course, why my ministry has become involved in your case. We have been concerned for your well-being.
I'm fine. Better than ever, in fact.
Excellent. Now, speaking of your health, I note you had some surgery last year. Tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
You mean my heart regulators? Nothing to worry about. As you can see, the beat goes on.
Yes. Well, I must say you're in remarkable shape considering your medical history. Of course, your mental well-being is just as important to us. How are you getting on with your rather peculiar hobbies?
You mean my photography?
I do, yes.
You can't beat the feeling of an old-time film camera.
I can imagine. You have an eye for composition. Although I don't understand your interest in using such archaic technology. Choosing to fiddle with knobs rather than availing of ministry-recommended filters, stabilization, automatic archive, and data retrieval, all courtesy of Minos. If we can't see what you create, how can we share in your interests?
What can I say? I like a challenge.
I'm sure you do, Graham. Well, I have...
It's been a pleasure, Mentor.
Hasn't it? So with that in mind, perhaps you can tell me where you've been for the last 2 weeks.
What? Right. Yes, where have I been the last 2 weeks?
Well?
Okay, so the last 2 weeks, I was working at the land train facility, of course. Cleaning. I'm a cleaning supervisor. And while I was cleaning, I must have bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of nowhere, still on the train. 2 weeks later, the train returned to the city. Cleaner than it's ever been, I might add.
My poor darling! How awful! What a dreadful thing to happen!
I believe I have all the answers I need from you.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just a teeny tiny thing before I go. There appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound good.
It may be nothing. But here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Yes. Of course. That's probably it. You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. There. Perfect. I have everything I need.
Great. Chipbot will show you out.
Chipworth, darling.
Just my little joke. Chipworth.
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
일단 벨토를 20년 해갖고 하는
I don't know who you are or what you've done with Graham, but I think we got away with that.
I hope so. I don't think that we would get away with it a second time.
Nor do I. If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish before Alonso's analysis comes back. Who even are you? Where's Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the Gap.
The Gap! What was the idiot doing in the Gap? Was that where he was always sneaking off to? Ugh!
A child, Milo, was abducted from a village out there and brought into Union City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Sure, and pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand this has been a rather harrowing day. This is all too much for me right now.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm gonna do some damage control on social media. In the meantime, I guess that officially it is your home, so you can stay, but this is my bedroom, and that one is yours. No cute ideas.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo.
자, 이 게임은 이제 패드 게임인데 보이지? 베이스 2. 뭐 베이스 1은 내가 플레이를 안 해봐서 모르겠는데 베이스 2는 그 베이스 1에서부터 이야기가 10년으로 이어지는 게임인데 이 주인공이 원 때는 이 여기 이 미래도시 그거 있잖아. 요 객전은 미래도시. 그럼 이 미래도시에 구형 미래도시를 구한 얘가 영웅이야. 그래서 이제 얘가 미래도시에서 나와서 갭이라는 무법도시에서 살게 됐는데 그 무법도시에서 살다가 얘 친구의 아들이 납치를 당했어. 그 납치를 당해서 지금 여기까지 왔는데 여기가 아니 이거 말고 저봐. 아니 나가보라고. 아니 그래가지고 그 무법도시에서 그 여기까지 추적했더니 자기가 자기가 이제 버리고 간 도시에 이게 그려내고 있었는데 10년 지금 얘는 지금 친구 동생인 마일로라는 남자애를 구하러 왔어. 마일로라는 남자애를 구하러 왔어. 근데 진짜 객전이 뭐냐면 이게 진짜 난 진짜 개 깜짝 놀란 게 뭐냐면 젤다의 전설보다 훨씬 더 원래 낚시는 게 이런 식으로 컴퓨터 아예 지금 얘가 이 그 10년 후의 미래도시에 왔는데 그 10년 후의 미래도시가 많이 바뀌었어. 막 아이디 칩으로 모든 생활을 할 수 있고 뭐 아이디 칩으로 아이디 칩으로 모든 걸 이용할 수 있고 여기서는 모든 것이 등급의 사람 친구 등급에 맞게 모든 것이 제공이 돼. 근데 그 아이디 칩 하나 지금 얘가 그 마일로 납치했던 그 그 사람
Dear me, a terrible situation. Very troubling indeed.
Mentor, given your experience, your input here would be greatly appreciated.
Orana, isn't it? You strike me as a fine young officer of the Ministry of Well-Being. Would you say that's an accurate description?
I'm flattered, sir.
Your record is exemplary, I believe.
I do my best, sir.
I'm sure you do. So please, don't let me down. Fix this mess.
Mess? You mean the girl?
The whole untidy situation.
Yes, sir.
Atta girl. Keep a smile on your face. After all, it's Aspiration Day, isn't it? The happiest day of the year.
I'll take care of it, sir.
I know you will. By the way, a call to pest control wouldn't go amiss.
Of course, sir.
Meanwhile, I shall isolate this area until this unfortunate incident has been resolved.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your advice.
We're all here to learn from each other. Take care now.
Miss? Pardon me, miss! Who, me? Hey! You can see forever up here! You know, be free!
Miss, you have to be careful.
Careful or careless? I know which one I want to be!
Why don't you come down, yes? Miss Dijon, is that right? Raquel Dijon.
Yeah! That's... me. I think...
Raquel,
Raquel? Did you say Raquel?
you need to come down.
What? Where am I? Oh no! Help! Help!
Hearing her name had triggered a total change in the girl's behavior. I needed to find a way to get her down before she fell. From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the can.
Water refill complete.
Are you okay?
No! I don't know how I got up here!
Raquel! Raquel Dijon! Don't panic! I'm from the Ministry of Wellbeing.
How can we help?
Nothing to see here, sir. I suggest you go back inside and enjoy some screen-based entertainment.
Excuse me? I'd like to make a complaint.
Please, both of you, I'm a welfare officer. I know how to deal with this kind of problem. I just need to check the negotiation protocol.
Well, thank goodness the Ministry is on this. It's all very distracting.
What's your name?
Her name is Raquel. Now, would you please?
Raquel? Oh, but of course, that makes far more sense. She told me her name was Rat Girl. But it would appear her grotesque moniker signifies little more than a deplorable deficiency of elocutionary attainment. Rat Girl, indeed.
Please, gentlemen, now is not the time.
Anyone got any ideas?
Yes, I do. I have an idea.
Go on.
Never use a simile when a metaphor suggests it.
What?
I'm in the middle of composing an Aspiration Day poem, but my lexiconic cupboard is bare, so to speak. Hence the requirement for...
Wait, is this idea...
Well, yes. You asked if anyone had an idea. You were not specific.
Anyone got any ideas to help the girl?
I'm still searching through this ministry protocol, but to be honest...
Keep looking. I'll see if I can find a practical solution around here. How did you get up there?
I don't know! Please! I'm frightened!
She climbed the outside of the building.
I don't remember.
Bravo, miss!
Sit tight. We'll soon have you down.
Can you see any way down from...
No! And everything's wet now thanks to that robot.
Hold on. We'll work something out. Think you can get on the robot when it passes?
I could try. But what if...
We'll catch you. You can do it.
I rather doubt she can.
Can't you try and...
You have a real
Thank you?
Now, grab a...
You'll be fine.
human grip.
Okay.
지금 외부 청소를 하는데 왜 이상?
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill.
아 이거를 0%
Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back.
Think you can get on the robot when it passes?
I'll try. Okay, here goes.
How do you feel, Raquel? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad that's all sorted. Shall I call a pod for her?
I've got it from here, thank you. Raquel, what were you...
I don't know.
다음에 뭐 해야 될까? 힌트 목표 안전한 시선 내려와서 잠깐 얘기해.
The girl looked glad to be back on solid ground.
Excuse me?
Mr. Grundy. Oh,
Mr. Grundy?
bravo, Mr. Grundy. Your actions in this situation were sublime, albeit unconventional. The local noise levels have already...
I'm more concerned about the girl. Is she gonna be okay?
Yes, yes. Officer, wouldn't you say that Mr. Grundy's actions today warrant a kudos?
Of course. Thank you for the suggestion.
Tarquin, miss.
Orana. Orana Newblood.
Yeah, like the guy said. Graham Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
What is the reflection spa?
What is the... Are you feeling okay, Graham? Everyone this side of the industrial level has heard of
Oh, you mean that reflection spa. It's been a long...
Next, you'll be asking me to tell you about this Joey guy.
No, I'm familiar. Will she be in trouble?
Well, no real harm done. That said, her kudos rating...
All because she defaced Joey?
People loved Joey, and what he did for us.
Joey was my friend.
Well, he might be gone, but he's not forgotten. You can find out about our savior at the Museum of New History.
You mentioned I could find
Yes, the Museum of New History has... I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to learn about...
a museum dedicated to Joey?
Well, it's not all Joey. Old technology, maps, that sort of thing. Anyway, taking in some culture is good for you. Find it at the Piazza, if you get the chance.
So, do you work here?
I'm an officer for the Ministry of Well-Being.
You often have to talk girls off?
My first one.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
Raquel.
What do you mean?
Well, I met her earlier and she seemed...
She's been through a big ordeal. Nothing that a trip to the reflection spa won't sort out.
How is the girl doing?
She'll be fine. This sort of trauma is best handled at the reflection spa.
I'm on the trail of a...
That shouldn't be difficult. Any greeter terminal will be able...
No, that won't help.
That's not possible.
I assure you.
Where did you say you worked, Mr. Grubb?
That'd be the Ministry of Comfort.
I suggest you concentrate on your work and leave well-being issues to the appropriate ministry.
I guess I should get going.
Yeah, well, thanks for your help.
I suppose I should thank you too.
No problem. You take care.
You too, Mr. Grundy. If you need any well-being support, just ask for me at a greeter terminal. Or Rana Newblood. Come on, Raquel. Let's get you to the spa. You'll be feeling better in no time. No need to worry, Raquel. You're safe now. Happy faces all round, right? In fact, this calls for a celebration. It is Aspiration Day after all.
Oh, goodness. Is it?
All day. And you know what would be the best end to a day like this? A trip to the reflection spa. I'll pull a string or two, and we'll get you straight to the front of the line.
다음 힌트. 솜버드는 안쪽 방으로 들어가 버렸어. 여기에 그라미 단타가 좀 있지 않을까? 다시 방 안으로 기어 들어가세요 이런 거구나.
The seal had been vandalized. Poor Joey.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
맵 너무 커. 모바일 게임 이렇게 방 안에서 되는 거니?
The pictures were all of... The pictures were all... The pictures were all...
Excuse me, please.
Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine.
나 아까 본 것들은 다 그대로 있는데? 송버드 인형 모음. 아니 송버드 인형 모음까지 내가 어떻게 하냐고 이씨. 양아치야? 그걸 두 번 하는 거야.
I poked at it, but I couldn't get it to turn on. A collection of toy animals were lined up in little baskets. One was missing. Dave Dingo.
데이브 딩거.
Carl Koala.
카를 코알라. 아 진짜 양아치인가? 이거 인형을 어떻게 알아? 인형에 대해서 조사를 하고 난 다음에 송버드랑 얘기해야 된다. 진짜 게임 복잡하게 만들어.
Songbird, I'm sorry.
For what?
That your husband is dead.
Hey, win some, lose some.
That's pretty harsh.
Look, stranger. You told me your secret, so I'll tell you mine. Last few years, Graham gave up trying to be anything other than the dullard he really was. If it weren't for the kudos for being married, I'd have dumped him months ago. You're new here, so a word of advice? You want to win in Union City? Learn the rules and play the game.
My name's Foster, by the way. Robert Foster.
Songbird.
Is there anything more you can...
Not much. He was a loner whose only friends were idiots like him.
What were you saying about...
Were you born yes?
Let's just say
Okay, newbie. Here's how it works in Union City. Be a good example, stay happy, and you...
Which you... spend?
Well, kinda, but not really. The higher your kudos level, the lower you are in the city. Simple.
So kudos is... bad?
Aren't you listening? Lower. Lower is better.
So you need a higher kudos?
Of course. That industrial pit up there hovers over me like a storm cloud. And this middle level is simply beneath me.
I think I understand what you...
But the lower level, now they are my kind of people. They've got standards that you don't see enough of round here.
What's with the Alonso?
Guy, I believe you're referring to Mentor. He's a high-ranking official. And we've just lied straight.
Quite the team, huh?
If he knew what's... I dread to think how far my...
And what about me?
Arrested, deported, I don't know, but not important.
How can I raise my...
With kudos, obviously.
So how do I get more kudos?
Well, isn't... Like I said,
But how can you be happy when you've just found out your husband is dead?
you think I'm not sad on the inside? No one's gonna give me...
But...
Let's talk about something else, eh? My points have already dipped way too much today, thanks to you.
Looks like Graham was quite the photographer.
Oh, at first I thought he was an artist. Then I found it took hours to see the finished photo. The only good thing about his photographs is that I'm in most of them.
Who's this
Bad news, as far as my kudos level is concerned.
What do you mean?
Graham was always rambling on about this hacker friend of his. Had a daft name. Leet, I think.
Any idea where I could find Leet?
Probably somewhere up top, with the other degenerates. If I were you, I'd stay away.
Are you a collector?
What?
Toys. You have quite the collection.
Oh, yes. The whole set of cuddly kitties. Even the limited edition Mama Bear from 5 years back. Well, I did have the whole set, at least.
Did something happen?
Bartleby went missing, that's what. I asked Graham about it and he denied all knowledge. Then, when I tried to use the Mama Bear tracker to find dear Bartleby, he threw her across the room.
Clumsy.
Clumsy. Those bears were my engagement gift.
Graham had taken Songbird's toy Bilby, but I couldn't figure out what he'd have wanted with it. Wherever he'd gone, Graham clearly didn't want to be tracked.
What's a mama bear tracker?
What do you think?
Her babies?
The cuddly kiddies. Most toys in Union City are tracker-enabled. Lost toys mean screaming babies. Unless you got a
Mind if I have a look at the tracker?
Go ahead, though the screen is broken. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
Tell me more about...
Why do you want to know?
I think he might have been involved in...
What do you mean?
I came to Union City from the Gap because I was investigating a...
Oh, for Joey's sake, not you too. Blah blah conspiracy, blah blah giant dog. Graham was the perfect husband until he started getting crazy ideas. Why couldn't he just have an affair like a normal person?
What does Bartley Bilby look like?
Bartleby is a bilby. Adorable, long ears. Like a bandicoot and a rabbit all rolled into one. At least he was, before he...
Could Graham have had anything to do with kidnapping?
For both our sakes, I hope not.
Graham was a
Always was. He became... secretive.
That's not that strange.
And he started spending a lot of time. And then he just... disappeared.
Okay, that's the weird bit. Mind if I have a look at...
Go ahead. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
That's all for now.
Yeah, bye.
It looked like Graham had taken Bartleby, and I had a hunch that he had taken it to Leet, but had no idea why. I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things. The device was now on, but with the screen broken, I'd need to find another way to get at the data. I wondered why Graham had taken a children's toy.
Hello there. I'm Mama Bear.
Hi.
Mama Bear looks after all the cuddly kitties. Are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking for Bartleby Bilby.
Don't worry, child. Look at my tummy to find your missing friend.
The device was on, but the screen was still blank and broken. Hi.
Mama Bear looks after... Are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking for
Don't worry, child.
이건가? 위치 시각화 정말 깜짝했어. 아니 그만. 어? 여기 있다. 이렇게다. 예 이거다. 난 첫째야. 난 이거다.
The plinth was showing the toy's tracking data.
뭐야?
All I needed to do was locate the area code E1594. Find the tracker, find Leet.
근데 욕실에서 뭔가 했다. 욕실에서 뭔가를 했다.
Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath. There was a boot print. Curious.
그래 화장실에서 뭔가를 했다 했어. 몰라.
A box had been hidden outside the window. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
Welcome back, Graham. displaying. Thank you for consulting on a regular basis.
That's all for now.
Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham.
저걸 어떻게 해야 되나? 인터넷아. 그럼 어떻게 저기에 간 거지? 내 말이 어떻게 저렇게 간 거야? 어떻게 저 여긴 아니야. 여긴 아니야. 절대 아니야. 아무리 봐도. 아 이거 자유로 어디냐? 컨트롤. 이 해킹도 취소하는 법은 안 나오네. 귀찮네.
The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside. A sword? The blade was cracked. You can tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste.
Excuse me, Songbird?
Hello, husband?
Any idea where the area code E1594 refers to?
E1594? What would I know about an old area code?
Old?
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
You sure you don't know?
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
Is Alonso coming back?
For both our sake, but I'm not risking it.
Nothing stupid?
Very amusing. Until my kudos is... But for now, you are Graham.
What do you know about the...
They run the city. You know, like...
Can I speak to them?
Not with Graham's ID, you can't.
Can I ask you about some...
I'd rather you didn't.
You work for...
Sure do. It might not sound...
You don't seem the type to settle...
Cleaning supervisor, thank... And you'll find in Union City, it's not what you do, it's how you do it that counts.
How so?
You know, get the job done, don't get in trouble, keep a smile on your face.
Thanks.
Yeah, but...
Jasmine.
이렇게 밖에다 나가는 거지. 창호는 없어.
Excuse me.
Good afternoon, sir.
Songbird doesn't seem...
And why would she?
Sounds like my wife.
I'm confident Madame Songbird's affection was simply kept hidden. On the inside.
Do you know what E...
It's a city area code.
Which part of the city exactly, though?
Sir is confusing me with an...
You make it sound like you're a prisoner here.
Sir's words, not mine.
Chipworth knew very little. I'd need to find...
아 이거 밖으로.
Have a super day.
Serving you, sir.
밖으로. 밖에 이거 저거를 물건 어떻게 가져오냐가 제일 중요하다.
If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
제 이상이 저걸 어떻게 저걸 왔다 갔다 갖고 다녔냔 말이야. 원래 그람이란 놈은 분명히 저 밖에 있던 저거를 욕실에서 오랫동안 있었거든.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
Got a minute?
Apologies if my loquacious musings disturbed one. What blessed
Yeah.
weird as an...
Eerie, yes.
Oh, on a scale of...
You mean the girl?
That is the...
How nice.
Correction, sir. How sir might mistake yours truly, Tarquin, for our beloved...
Any idea?
That sounds like an...
How so?
It would be extremely inappropriate for a gentleman to visit Sector E.
What do you think about...
As an art, of course, the vandalism does somewhat detract from the piece.
Who are you again? So,
Savant, please. I am a high...
I'm Graham.
Of course, sir.
So, we've met...
Of course, sir.
When's the last time...
Master Grundy, one is sure what...
One would need one.
Ah, does sir mean...
One is not...
Aha!
이해를 못해.
Sir is t... And yet... And yet... If only one could translate grammatic...
Do you work in...
Of course. Sir and I have been neighbors for 147 days and 11...
See you later, Tarquin.
Will I?
Huh?
Shall we schedule...
I don't think that...
Such a...
아, 잠깐만.
Excuse me, sir.
This particular spot seemed popular with the local birds.
너무 어려워. 조건 없이 이렇게 하긴 너무 어려워. 아, 이런 나 치볼드를 아까 방금 얘기하지 않았어? 이런
Commencing refill.
머리가 좋지 않다. 야 치볼드 일로 와. 네가 도와야 될 일이 있다.
Excuse me, please.
Chipworth?
Good afternoon, sir.
I'd like to hear more.
May or perhaps check her social media presence.
I need you to do...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the window?
Very good, sir.
열어.
What have I said about these windows? Keep them closed.
아! 와 이거 금방 닫아버리는구나 얘가. 야이씨 저 미친 여자 같은 거. 아 치볼드 이거 다시 해야 되겠다.
Chipworth?
Good afternoon, sir.
I need you to do something.
Just say the word, sir.
창
Please, can you open the...
Very good, sir.
이러고 야 이러고 가야 돼? 아 무빙 조이스틱 갖고 싶다. 빨리.
The gang had a ferocious beak. I was lucky not to lose a finger. Here you go.
미스터 K다.
Whatever was in the box, Graham had clearly not wanted anyone to find it. Inside was a small glass lens. It had deep cuts scored across its surface. But that wasn't all. Tucked beneath was a photograph. A picture of a stalker. A child's face pressed against the window. Suddenly I realized that it wasn't just Milo. It was clear that multiple children were being taken into the city, and somehow Graham was connected to it.
다음 목표 뭐야? 지도 코드는 찾아냈지만 정확한 위치를 모르겠어. 좀 더 찾아봐야지. 이런. 야, 이거 안 되겠다. 이 게임은 힌트 없이 할 수 없는 게임이야. 그라임은 단서 손에 왔어. 연락처 리트와 접선지도 알 수 있겠지. 지도와 야, 이거 아니야. 아파트를 떠나. 기아도아. 이제 아파트 떠나야 돼. 자, 이제 진짜 시작이다. 그래, 얘네에서 조사를. 난 떠날 거야. 자, 엘리베이터.
I had a lead. A map reference. E1594. Graham had put a tracker there. Maybe it was the key to finding his hacker friend, Leet.
Pod has been requested. Please wait for embarkation. Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
The piazza is the place for me.
It would be my pleasure, Citizen Graham.
일단 확실한 건 패드로 게임하면 이 게임 좀 올라가면 개재밌어.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
Hi.
It's most excellent to...
The pleasure is all mine.
How can I be of assistance today?
Do you know where I'd find E1594?
I do not recognize E1594.
I think it's an obsolete...
I see. Would you like to sign up for a course in the history...
Thanks, but I don't have the time for that.
Shame. I hear it's enthralling.
Thank you.
Until the next time.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
And you've been keeping up with your daily polls?
You bet. I can't wait to find out about the new Spankles flavor of the month.
Don't forget to vote for the new elected officials.
Whatever. Spankles!
Anyway, I'm pleased to see your well-being in such good shape. Mr. Grundy, I didn't
Busy day, huh?
I'll say. Raquel is over in the reflection spa as we speak. I thought you'd want to know.
Thanks for looking after...
No, thank you. Now, how can I help you?
This is quite the place.
The piazza?
Oh no, I mean there's a...
That's Aspiration Day for... Just wait for tonight.
They'll be amazing. As usual, I'm sure. Does the location E1...
Well, E1594? That's just an area code based on the old map system. Totally obsolete. That system hasn't been used for years.
E1594 was an obsolete code. There had to be a way of finding that location.
Thanks, Orana.
Have a great Aspiration Day, Mr. Grundy.
Orana seemed to be stationed all over the city. I needed to stay in her good books if I were to maintain my disguise.
또 쟤한테 뭐 물어보라.
Wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
The robot was spitting out the occasional motivational message.
쟤한테 물어보라고 하면 화낼 거야. 그래 방수가 있지 않아? 오, 야 이거 들어가. 아 짜증나. 아 짜증나.
Leet was my only lead to discovering Graham's connection to the stalker, and the obsolete map reference E1594 was the only lead I had to finding Leet. As I surveyed the room, I was greeted by a familiar face.
Hello, darling!
It was a hologram of Danielle Piermont, a friend from when I last came to Union City. It was a hologram of Danielle Piermont, a friend from when I last came to Union City.
Fluids. You need them. We all do. But water isn't only scarce. It's dull. What's a good citizen to do?
Union City.
That's why famed Ministry of Plenty craniohydrologist Mr. Spankles created Spankles! Spankles is far more than just your recommended daily dose of vital fluids. Every can is bursting with micro-pleasurants to boost your mood and your aspirations. Doctors agree, just 2 cans a day are all you need to work and play. Spankles! Put a little fizz into your soul.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day.
Fluids. You need them. We all do. But water isn't only scarce. It's dull.
이산화 물질이 들어있다는 건 마약이라고 하잖아.
Oh, who saved us from starving in sadness and hate? Savior, Joey! Put clothes on our backs and food on our plates. Savior, Joey! Who made Union City the best thing for miles? Savior, Joey! Makes everything nice and has nothing but smiles. Savior, Joey! Savior, Joey! Savior, Joey! Savior, Joey!
Greetings, citizen. We are the Council, your democratically elected representatives. 5 years ago, Savior Joey decreed that we take charge of our own destiny and prove ourselves worthy of the freedom that he brought. The Council proudly serves to uphold his legacy for the benefit of all citizens of the greatest city in the world.
I am
We
the
invite
Minister
you to
for
salute the people of Asio City, our faraway friends and valued members of the Union Group. Unstinting and determined cooperation has allowed... After bringing an end to the tyranny of the oppressor Link, Joey created my citizens a happy aspiration.
The centerpiece of the whole museum was a synthetic arm. I recognized it. It was Joey's. He'd lost it in our fight against Link all those years ago.
Look, over here!
Dad, do you have to be so loud?
All citizens a happy aspiration
The
day.
arm! Isn't it amazing?
Seemed like I wasn't the only one interested in the Joey arm.
Didn't I promise? Didn't I say I'd bring you here?
You did, Dad. I'm so stoked.
This is Joey's arm!
Someone
This
had
was
gone
once
to the
attached
trouble of
to the
retrieving
really,
the dismembered
real
arm
Joey,
from the depths of Union
Savior of
City.
Union City! Aren't you feeling blessed to be here?
Of course I...
Hold on, Cecily. I think someone wants to talk to you.
What? Dad, he's clearly...
What's that, Joey? Coming!
Dad, not... You'll have to excuse my dad. He's very dedicated to Joey.
The man was totally absorbed by the waving arm.
Union
Excuse me?
Oh,
What do you mean?
your outfit. It's so...
Rugged?
I was just gonna say weird.
If mine's weird, what color is yours supposed to be?
Duh. It's perinickel margarine. It's like...
You'd never believe me.
This museum visit just got way more interesting.
I like your brooch.
This? You mean you've never seen one of these? You must be from the Gap.
Me? No. Good one.
It's an aspiration brooch. The council awards them to people who max out their kudos each month. Social climbers, they're known as.
You must be an incredible person.
What, me? No, it's my dad who... Talk to him if you want to know who to impress.
Then, how...
Oh, Dad got a second one. Bring a friend or something.
So they're transferable?
Technically, yes.
Does this social climber...
Absolutely. First, everybody who sees you can tell...
Very inspirational, I'm sure.
Actually, it's kinda embarrassing. It's not like you even get anything good from it.
Then what's the point?
I guess if you really care, you get to go look around the special exhibits over in the old history room. Dad gets so excited.
An old map? In the old...
Yeah. Shows the city as it was 10 years ago. He's obsessed with how terrible things were in the pre-Joey era.
So there's a map in the old...
Yes. Everything in there is...
Hey, listen, I really was hoping to get one of those brooches. Need to check out the old history exhibit.
Let me guess. You were hoping I'd give you mine.
That's right.
No offense, but you don't seem as... evangelical. What's back there that's so important to you?
I just want to know what it's like to be one of...
Oh, yeah. It's the real... You should go check that out. I'm just so fascinated by this... arm.
I'm really...
So I can tell. Why exactly are you so keen to get inside the old history exhibit anyway?
The reaffirmation of my faith in Savior Joey, of course.
Oh, yeah. You should go check that out. I'm just so fascinated by this... arm.
So how would I get one?
You'd have to ask my dad. If he gets social climber of the...
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we apparently already have everything we deserve, so...
Your father's...
He'd spend all...
That's some
That's one word for it. As if Joey's arm...
I'm sensing...
Maybe he should ask it how to win Mom back.
Are there many people...
Like my father, they have a club. But got enough faith?
Maybe even...
You have no idea.
Praise...
So, where...
Scattered across an irradiated gap scrap heap. Yourself?
In my heart? Your answer is way better.
Is there more to...
There's the whole old history section. About...
Oh, really?
I've heard it's...
How do they determine...
The same way they did... Like, if your kudos is high enough, or in my dad... They figure you've got the moral fiber to be able to make it out the other...
Enjoy your day.
Keep a smile.
Union City wishes all citizens...
Hello there.
Good day, friend.
I've walked with Joey before.
Yes. When you tread with Joey, you become one with happiness.
How do you walk with an arm?
You don't walk.
I think you're probably walking.
Oh, the mind's always on Joey, that's for sure.
You kind of...
Well, I mean, yes. I'm looking for a sign.
A sign?
Joey, of course.
Our age?
He starts to look for guidance. And what better thing to point me in the right direction than the arm of Joey himself?
Is that a
Ah, I know a real savior craver when I see one. I'm proud to be one of the biggest social climbers in the past 30 days. And such an honor. I'm just never sure where Joey stands on...
Oh, I say he...
If I wanted to get inside the old history...
How can I get one of them?
Just be a good citizen. And then wake up and do it again tomorrow.
I'm not sure I have time for that. Say, I'm looking for a... Is there a map around here somewhere?
A map? Unless you mean the map in the...
Well, that counts.
Well, in that case, you're in luck. There... How it was before the Joey era. But of course, without a brooch, they won't let you in.
Could you give me your...
I couldn't. They're issued
Could you lend me yours?
No can do. Only the highest kudos social climbers are allowed into the old history exhibit. You are not worthy. According to the council, that is.
I don't think your daughter is as excited...
What? If Cecily could spend every... Cecily! Come here! She really does, though.
Joey's actual...
Yes.
Didn't it just get stuck to a hand scanner?
This very arm wielded a weapon. This very arm wielded a weapon so great it toppled the heads of government. Forged a plowshare and rebuilt the city from the ground up. With this arm, he plucked the eyes from the Hydra of Link and gave them to the people so we all might see.
All that by himself?
Yes! Yes! All by himself! The whole story can be found on the stations around the hall.
아니 근데 나 지도 보고 싶다고.
There's a map of the city in the...
Not just any map. It shows the city as it was 10...
What's...
I've been... My job, but not...
Ever thought about...
But who would deliver better counsel than this city? I'm happy... Now, if you... Just me...
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City is now the envy of the civilized world, but this is only the beginning. From our new partnership with Agio City to the ongoing enrichment of the Gap, Savior Joey's teachings continue to guide us. Join the celebrations this Aspiration Day to show your gratitude and dare to dream what you might become. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City is now the envy of the civilized world, but this is only the beginning. From our new partnership with Agio City to the ongoing enrichment of the Gap.
Hey there.
Hello again.
Another perfect day in Union City.
Keep...
This Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. What you might become. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Would you be interested in a mini K?
Oh, put that away before I hurl.
It's not that bad.
That's the problem.
Union City wishes all
거래에서 열망에 불어치는
a happy Aspiration Day. Here begins the story of Joey. 10 years ago, evil gripped our beloved city. The people suffered under the tyranny of the oppressor Link. Their voices cried out for help. From deep in the Gap, Savior Joey heard their pleas and came to free us all.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Here begins the story of Joey. 10 years ago, evil gripped our beloved city. The people suffered under the tyranny of the oppressor Link. Their voices cried out for help. From deep in the gap, Savior Joey heard their pleas and came to free us all. Here begins the story of Joey. 10 years ago, evil gripped our beloved city. The people suffered under the tyranny of the oppressor Link. Their voices cried out for help. From deep in the gap, Savior Joey heard their pleas and came to free us all. Here begins the story of Joey. 10 years ago, evil gripped our beloved city. The people suffered under the tyranny of the oppressor Link. Their voices cried out for help. From deep in the gap, Savior Joey heard their pleas and came to free us all.
골프채에 대해서 잘 아는 사람 없나? 지금 MX 사람.
Here begins the story of Joey. 10 years ago, evil gripped our beloved city. The people suffered under the tyranny of the oppressor Link. Their voices cried out for help. From deep in the gap, Savior Joey heard their pleas and came to free us all.
아니 근데 벌은 어떻게 하냐?
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration. Here begins the story of Joey. 10 years.
Hey there.
Hello again.
Another perfect day in Union City. Enjoy your day.
Keep a smile on your face.
Savior Joey heard their pleas. Unions.
뭘 고려하라는 거야? 사회에 대한 내 의견이 소녀와 같다는 것을?
He wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration.
Hey there.
Hello again.
Another perfect day in Union City. What?
Other than this hall? The old history exhibit?
Praise Joe.
So,
Scattered across an array.
in my heart? You're
So you're.
from. We'll be here for a while.
Enjoy your day.
Keep a smile on.
더 큰 그림에 대해서 얘기하자 했는데 그럼 어떻게 해요? 얘기 못했는데 빅피처를 얘기할 걸 씨부레. 안 그래도 빅피처인가 했는데 짜증나. 망했어. 이미 실패했는데 어떡해.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
망했는데 이거? 그럼 이쪽에 대해서 얘기해야 되는 거를.
Hey there.
Hello.
Another perfect day in Union City. Enjoy your day.
Keep a smile.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
다시 불러와봐. 아니 뭔가 실패했다는 거잖아 이거. 분기점도 없게 만들어놨어.
Hey there.
Hello again.
Another perfect day in Union City. Enjoy your day.
Keep a smile on your face.
New partnership with Agios.
여기서부터?
Following all social classes. Customize your aspiration brooch here.
And you've been keeping up with your daily pop.
You
don't. Anyway, Mr.
Busy.
Oh, I thought.
Thanks for.
No. Now, how can I help you? Well, totally.
How is
Don't worry, she'll be fine. Don't worry, she'll be fine. I'm sorry. That's. But how? Listen, I've just. But if you find anything, do come.
Thanks.
Have a great.
Lorana seemed to be stationed all over the city. I needed to stay in her good books if I were to maintain my disguise. Leet was my only lead to discovering Graham's connection to the stalker. And the obsolete map reference E1594 was the only lead I had to finding Leet. As I surveyed the room, I was greeted by a familiar face.
Hello, darling!
It was a hologram of Danielle Piermont, a friend from when I last came to Union City. The centerpiece of the whole museum was a synthetic arm. I recognized it. It was Joey's. He'd lost it in our fight against Link all those years ago.
Look, look, look! Over here!
Dad, do you have to be so loud?
The arm! Isn't it amazing?
Seemed like I wasn't the only one
Cecily,
interested in the Joey arm.
Didn't I promise? Didn't I say I'd bring you here?
You did, Dad.
Hold on, Cecily. I think someone wants to talk to you.
Maybe he's come to look at Joey too.
No! Joey, it's my turn! Coming!
You'll have to excuse my dad. He's very dedicated to Joey.
Excuse me?
Oh,
What do
your outfit. It's so...
Iconic?
I was just gonna say
If mine's weird. You...
This museum visit just got way more interesting.
It's an...
No, it's just...
A ma
In here, in the old...
That might just be exactly what I'm after.
This? You must...
Me?
It's an...
You?
What, me? Talk to...
Then...
Oh, Dad got...
So they're transfer...
Technically, yes.
Does...
First,
Very...
actually, it's not...
Then...
Dad gets so excited by that...
Hey, listen. That's right.
No offense. What's back there that's so important to you?
Do you ever feel like you're not being given the whole truth about the city?
You mean how perfect everything is? Yeah. Sometimes it does seem a bit...
From our partnership with Agio City to the ongoing enrichment of the gap.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, who'd...
yeah. I'd better go back to the self-improvement and the learn...
It's really important.
So you keep... What do you really think of this place?
If I were a cynic, I might call some...
Don't say that around my dad. Hey, listen. You and me, we're on the same wavelength here. And it's a different wavelength than my father.
He does seem very...
Right? And honestly, just staring at an old...
And you can just go into the back while I can't.
I'll make a deal with you. You give my dad a reason to leave, and... You in?
Okay, I'm in.
Finally. Praise Joey.
Praise? Yes, praise Joey. The girl had agreed to give me her aspiration brooch if I could somehow get her father to leave the museum. Hello there.
Good day, friend.
I've walked with Joey before.
Yeah.
How do you...
You don't... Oh, the mind's always on Joey, that's for sure.
You kind...
Well, I'm...
A son...
He's... And what better thing to point me in the right direction than the arm of...
What?
But...
Ever.
But who would deliver better counsel than the Savior himself?
So, is there a...
Unless...
Well?
Well then, how it... But of course, without a brooch, they won't let you in. I'm just...
Oh, if... How can I get...
Just... And then...
I'm not sure I have time for that. Hey, mister.
Yes?
I've met toasters in this town with more conversational skills than you.
Oh, I know. They're getting more eloquent every day.
Ah, right. There's more brains in a mini-K than there is between your ears.
The mini-K is an...
Yeah, well. I bet you shake...
In the palms of Savior Joey, we are all but limp fish. St. James Club 11, verse 16.
That's profound. I'll bet your favorite flavor of Spankles is regret.
No, it's grape.
Yeah, well.
Sir, I think you might appreciate one of the other...
I read you loud and...
Keep a smile on...
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Could you give me... Could you...
Only the... You are not worthy. According to the council, that is.
Joey's actual...
Yeah.
Didn't it...
With... And get...
Oh, my...
Yes! Yes! All by himself!
I don't...
What if... Sessa... She really does, though.
What do you...
Then... And I...
And what...
Who...
This guy... I had a... There's a map of the city and the...
Not just any map. It shows the city...
Is...
Nothing... These things take time, of course.
What if you never get a...
Then I shall never leave.
What if you never get a son?
Then I shall never leave.
I better go and...
Happy aspiration! Now, if you... Just me...
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Union City.
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Is the arm...
Nothing quite yet. These things take time, of course. Happy...
Union City is now the envy of the civilized world. But this is only the beginning. From our new partnership with Agio City to the ongoing enrichment of the Gap, Savior Joey's teachings continue to guide us. Union, join the celebrations this...
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Is the arm telling you...
I think it's telling me to calm down. I always get overly excited about these things.
What if you never get a son?
Then I shall never leave.
What if you never get...
Then I shall never leave.
I better go and...
Keep a smile.
망했는데? 조이의 팔은 미너스를 벗어나는 작동이. 이거 했잖아, 했지.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Is the arm telling you...
I think it's... I always get overly excited about these things.
I better go and...
Happy...
This is only the beginning. From our new partnership with Savior Joey leashed the oppressor Link to serve and protect the people, and founded the council to restore the rule of democracy. Here begins the story of Joey. 10 years ago, evil gripped our beloved city. Wishes all...
Hey there.
Hello again. How's progress? Anything I can do?
The oppressor Link. Their voices...
So the deal's still on?
Yes. Ideally sooner rather than later.
So how...
You'd have to... if he...
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we apparently already have everything we deserve, so...
Enjoy...
Keep...
Union City is now the envy of the civilized world. But this is only the beginning.
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Looks like...
She'll get into it soon. It's the same every week.
Is the arm telling...
I think it's... I always get overly excited about these things. Our savior.
I knew Joey...
And if you want to know about before, not for the faint-hearted, though. It need one of these aspiration brooches, though, of course.
What if you never get a...
Then I shall never leave.
Can I ask you...
Everything you ever wanted to know about Joey, from the beginning of time, is in this very room.
I better go and...
Keep...
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed. Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active.
얘다.
Wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
아, 진짜 바꿨다.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Is the arm...
I think he's trying to give me a high five. What else could it mean, right?
What if you never get a sign?
Then I shall never leave.
I better go and...
Happy Aspiration!
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration.
야, 이거 조이 이거 공격적으로 바꿔.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
The guy was looking for a sign from the Joey arm. I wondered if I could...
이 게임 존나 어렵다 진짜로. 이게
help.
바꿨잖아. 양아치야.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Greetings, citizen. We are your democratically elected representatives.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy...
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Is the arm telling...
He's beckoning me closer. He's about to give me the answer. I can... Oh, Joey! I am listening!
I better go and...
Keep a smile on your...
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day!
넌 뒤졌다 이제. 넌 뒤졌다.
Union City wishes all citizens...
But, Joey, after all that I did to maximize my kudos, why have you forsaken me? I worked so hard. I did every...
That's okay, Dad. It's all right.
But Cecily... I just don't understand.
Come on now, Dad. Let's go get you a nice can of Spankles at the cafe.
Yes. Yes, I think that'll do the trick. I think it's time I tried that new flavor.
I very much enjoyed our talk today.
I'm glad we could reach an...
Featherbottom. Cecily Featherbottom. Best Aspiration Day? Here you go. A deal's a deal. Until we meet again, may the luck... Happy Aspiration...
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Welcome to the Old History exhibit, young lady.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Excuse me.
Oi!
Oh, sorry.
A little respect while you're in this hallowed place.
Right.
Name's Payne. Roy Allen Payne. Ex-security officer, 30 years on the force. And I've got my eyes on you.
I heard that you have an old...
Did you now? And...
That it shows Union City... See, I have an obsolete area code. E1594. And I need to see where it is.
I see. Well, but a specific area code? Good luck, son.
What exactly...
What is... This is the old... The definitive collection of Union... Courtesy of our illustrious benefactor...
It just looks like a load of old junk from the old...
Junk? No. In the days before our savior took control.
Are you the only...
The only not thinking of trying something?
Absolutely not.
Jolly good. Because I don't think...
I don't...
And the robots that work for me, they don't like funny either.
They work for you?
Well, not for me. Technically, I suppose they're my...
See you later.
Enjoy the exhibit.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
A padlock prevented whatever was inside from getting out.
Is one of the last known relics of the great gastroenteritis crisis, a particularly dark piece of pre-Joey history. Its seal remains unbroken to preserve its mysteries, and per request of the Ministry of Comfort's jail staff. Protect your family with Spankles, the only food replacement guaranteed to be irradiated for your safety and drinking pleasure.
Oi! What are you doing over there?
What? Who? Me?
Yeah, you!
Silly me. I dropped something, but...
Sure you did. Meanwhile, why don't you get...
Oh, absolutely.
저거 뭔가 있는데. 저거 뭔가 있는데.
This city synth garbage would never compete with the stuff back in the Gap. Union City still had some pretty backward views on the Gap. These models were far too clean-cut to be Gaplanders. They'd done a good job with the goat, though.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
I'd had a run-in with this tech all those years ago. I hoped Union City had gone in a more sustainable direction. The robot was a repository of information about all the exhibits.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
To power our glorious city, we used to use dangerous fuels. These days, we burn our waste and use that to provide all the power our citizens will ever need.
A giant holographic map of Union City as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet. A giant holographic map of Union City as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet. A metal panel was bolted onto the side of the table. Waving my crowbar around in public wasn't going to achieve anything. The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work. The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey. Many disciples of the Savior hold this board up as an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldering. Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints.
The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work. The old link terminal had long since stopped working.
The information droid will
Link
be
was
with you
Union
shortly.
City's original digital curation device. Through terminals such as these, Link was used to control all aspects of citizens' lives. Their tyranny was...
The Joey Speaks looked like a gimmick, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to hear my old buddy's voice again.
Replaced Link with our venerated minor
There were too many people watching to just smash the glass.
city possible, in which all citizens can be happy.
The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey.
The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work. The robot was a repository of information about all the exhibits.
Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
La la la. La 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 la. Joey? La la la. La 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 la. Joey, it's me, Foster.
Foster? It is really you?
Hey, old buddy. Boy, am I glad to see...
Let's talk more crowbar, Foster. Or whatever other great idea you have for getting me out of here.
Is that... Joey? Joey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what they'd done to you.
Yeah, save your apologies for after you've got me out of this.
Everybody, it's an Aspiration Day miracle. Joey's speaking to us.
No, that's not Joey. No way.
Joey, it's really you?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Joey.
사람들이 없다면
The information droid will be with you shortly.
The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon.
Quiet down! What is the meaning of this?
Someone, shut this thing down. Make it stop this disrespectful noise.
Everybody out! All right, everyone, stay calm. Make your way to the exit in an orderly manner.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. I had to find a way out without being detected, but not before figuring out where this leak guy was hiding out. Not to mention rescuing Joey. Panel had been covering the table's interface port. An antiquated interface port was built into the side of the table. The old vacuum robot looked familiar. Most of these old maintenance reports didn't look like they'd be much use. What a waste of time. The robot had retreated from the chaos and was peacefully recharging. Tucked between the old work manuals was the occasional picture of dubious morality. None of it looked to be much use. Programming the Z-80 by Rodney Zacks. The Enemy Within. In cold blood. Androids gone wild. So your android went rogue and killed your wife. Lure of the Temptress. RBMK 1000 reactor. Meltdown procedure. Debbie does DDoS. Grease my gears. Droid principles. I got you, buddy. I built the circuit board when I was just a kid, and now I had it back. But it was more than just a board. My old pal Joey was on it.
What year is it?
Oh, relax. You were only unplugged for a moment.
Everything I ever loved is dead. Oh, hey, Foster. You're here too, huh?
Welcome back, Joey.
Is this the best shell you could find?
It was just collecting dust.
You've turned me into a vacuum cleaner, Foster. Again!
It's functional. Don't be ungrateful. And look, someone gave you a cool beanie.
Don't patronize me, Foster.
We'll find you a better shell soon, I promise.
Good, because this one sucks. And not even efficiently.
Listen, we're in deep trouble.
There's something new. Care to bring me up to speed?
If anyone asks, my name is Graham Grundy.
You come up with that yourself?
No. I needed an ID to get inside the city. I got this one from a dead body.
Jeez, Foster. Was it dead when you found it?
Don't worry, Joey. My conscience is clear. I came here looking for a missing child, Milo. He was kidnapped from my village.
Oh no, Rob. That's terrible.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Don't look at me. I've been trapped in that glass prison for years.
What are the capabilities of your current shell?
It's a vacuum bot, Foster. It sucks and it blows. End of.
Don't all these old vacuums have an interface probe?
I was really hoping you'd forgotten that part.
Don't be ashamed. It might come in handy.
I'm not ashamed. It's just cold in here.
I learned about somebody called Lee. I think he's somehow...
And we're gonna go find him?
That's right. I came here to find out where he hides out.
And to rescue me?
Come on, Joey. That goes without saying. That's everything. Great to have you back, Joey.
The Gat Chaps are back!
We were never called that.
Best friends?
That'll do, Joey. That'll do. Joey, my oldest friend. My partner in crime. A real pain in the butt. I missed him.
What are you looking at? Foster, we have work to do.
Hey, Joey. Got a job for you.
What is it?
Remember that leak guy I mentioned?
I never forget a thing.
Well, I've tracked him to an area code, E1594. Thing is, that code is part of the old system. It's obsolete.
Cut to it, Foster.
This old map shows the city as it was 10 years ago. The old system. If I can find E1594 on here, it would show me where to find Leet.
Have you seen the size of this thing? That will take you hours.
Exactly. I need you to plug yourself in. I bet you'll find the location in no time.
Give me a moment. Here, Foster. E1594.
Joey, you're a genius. There. That's the building I'm looking for. It's on the industrial level. Home Crescent Recycling Center.
This is where your guy Leet is?
I can't be sure, but it's the best lead I've got.
Okay, Foster. What's the plan now?
We need to get to that recycling center. But first, we need to break out of here without being seen.
Break out. Find Leet. Got it.
좋았어. 다음 목표는 뭐야? 현실 봉쇄가 된 상태에서.
Union City is smaller than I thought. What's the scale on this thing?
An old barrel transporter robot. Those robots always gave me the creeps. Hey, Joey, can you talk to the transporter robot?
What do you mean, talk? I already said...
Your probe, Joey. Probe the robot.
Go probe yourself, Foster.
If you could give the transporter just enough juice...
Please, let's not call it juice.
Whatever. Just see if you can get it started.
Okay, but would you mind looking the other way?
Of course. You almost done?
Don't look!
Sorry. It's, not doing anything.
You don't say, Foster. It's been wiped clean. Decommissioned. Murdered. We need to give it new protocols.
Do you think you could do that?
Of course I could. I just need to know how the system works first.
I'll have another look around. Hey, Joey. See that transporter?
Don't you remember?
Maybe we can talk.
Talk to it. You think we can use it?
I don't know yet.
Maybe I should probe it.
Anything here you...
What do you mean,
That probe of yours. It might be our only...
Listen, if you find something useful, I'll maybe consider giving it the old Joey...
How's the...
It's old.
Suck it up, Joe.
You have a nice day too, Foster.
Any luck
I'm not like you humans, Rob. I can't... Maybe you can find a digital man.
The holographic table now projected the schematics for the barrel transportation robot. Try giving this a look, Joey.
I hope you're not wasting my time, Foster. Interesting. Very interesting. This is exactly what I need to reprogram that barrel robot. You're welcome, by the way.
For what? I'm the one who found them in the first place.
Yeah, but can you read them? You're welcome.
Go reprogram the robot, please.
What do you want it to do?
Let's get out of here. We need somewhere hidden outside this room.
Toilets?
Toilets. Try and aim for the men's room, Joey.
Whatever. And that's done. Let's never speak of this again.
So what now?
Well, are you ready to go?
Not yet. Still need to take care of a few things.
No hurry. It's not like I've been sitting around for donkey's years.
Is there somewhere in particular you need to be right now?
Yes, Foster. It's a... Come on, Foster. Let's get a move on.
Joey, my oldest friend. My partner in crime. A real pain in the butt. I've missed him.
What are you looking at, Foster? We have work to do.
The barrel was just large enough to squeeze into. It was a snug fit, it smelled bad, and I felt stupid. far from discreet. I'd managed to escape unseen.
Warning, citizen.
Hey, what's a nice droid like you? Hey, come back here. Hubba, hubba.
Joey, my oldest friend. My partner in crime.
모노포드 피하자의 리사이클링 센터.
A real pain in the butt. I'd missed him.
What are you looking at, Foster? We have work to do. I like my droids like I like my coffee.
Mr.
You
Grundy?
hate coffee.
Mr. Grundy? It is Mr. Grundy, isn't it?
Of course, Mentor Alonso.
Well, quite, Mr. What brings you down to the Museum of New History today?
All citizens a happy aspiration.
On Aspiration Day? Where else would I want to be?
Oh, perhaps at home, preparing for the party. Oh, my apologies. I had forgotten that you no longer have the required social standing. I wonder, may I scan your U-chip again?
Of course. I have nothing to hide.
Indeed, Mr. Grundy. Do pardon my curiosity, but I wanted to double-check a little something. Yes, there it is. A sector of corrupt data, almost as if... How very strange. Have no fear. I'll consult my colleagues at the Ministry, and we'll soon have you sorted out. I'm almost positive you have nothing to worry about.
Let's hope so.
Just one more thing, Mr. Grundy.
Yes, Mentor?
I'm surprised to see you wearing an aspiration brooch.
By the power of Joey, I am now a social climber.
So it would seem. So it would seem.
Alonso was definitely onto me. I'd have to watch my step around him.
Put a little fizz into your soul.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration.
대답을 잘못한 것 같아.
Graham had taken the tracked Bilby to the Home Crescent Recycling Center. I was sure this is where I'd find Leet.
Union City wishes all citizens
Joey was really bigging himself up.
Calling. Roach here.
Droid schmoid. These tin cans all look the same to me.
Happy Aspiration Day, sir. Now, step 2. Time to choose your favorite hologram.
Do they do anything different?
Oh, no, sir. It's purely cosmetic. Once you've made your choice, you'll be all set. Please choose your desired hologram.
It'll have to be the Joey hologram for me. I just love him so much.
What splendid taste. No one will ever question your devotion. There, your aspiration.
Thanks.
Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here. Calling all social climbers.
Well, Joey, how's it?
Wow.
So you've told me.
I love what I've done with the play. I am truly something else.
Okay, Joey. We know...
I've got a plan. First, I don't like your tone.
Well, I don't like your...
Then solve it yourself.
Any idea what we should do?
What do I look like?
A little around the eyes. What do you think of...
She's perfect.
She's a hologram.
Exactly. All data, no sloppy organics. My kind of woman.
let's move on.
Lead the way.
Calling all social climbers.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
Take me to the Home Crescent Recycling Center.
You don't have clearance for there, Citizen Graham. Please obtain a travel waiver.
If I was to get to the recycling plant, I was going to have to obtain a travel waiver.
Where would you like to go?
Actually, I'd like to...
Of course.
Remember. I get travel sick.